National Public Radio and 3 of its affiliates in Colorado sued the Trump administration on Tuesday over a sweeping executive order signed earlier this month that would terminate the outlet's federal funding. In a suit filed in D.C. federal court, NPR and 3 stations, Colorado Public Radio in Centennial, Roaring Fork Public Radio in Aspen, and KSUT Public Radio in Ignacio, alleged that President Trump's order unconstitutionally infringes on First Amendment protections. The order's objectives could not be clearer. The order aims to punish NPR for the content of news and other programming the president dislikes, and chill the free exercise of First Amendment rights by NPR and individual public radio stations across the country, attorneys representing the radio stations wrote in the 43-page filing. The order is textbook retaliation and viewpoint-based discrimination in violation of the First Amendment, and it interferes with NPR's and the local member stations' freedom of expressive association and editorial discretion, they said. Lastly, by seeking to deny NPR critical funding with no notice or meaningful process, the order violates the Constitution's Due Process Clause, they added. On May 1st, Trump ordered federal funding yanked from NPR and Public Broadcasting Service, arguing, "Government funding of news media in this environment is not only outdated and unnecessary, but corrosive to the appearance of journalistic independence." The president had railed that the 2 horrible and completely biased platforms should be defunded by Congress immediately in a March 27 Truth Social post. NPR CEO Catherine Maher had been hauled before a congressional panel that day before to answer questions about her left-leaning outlet's failure to cover the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. Maher also faced uncomfortable questions from Reppers Brandon Gill, R. Texas, about social media posts as recently as 2020, in which she claimed America was addicted to white supremacy and argued in favor of reparations for slavery. Office of Management and Budget, OMB, Director Russ Vought the following month asked Congress to claw back $1.1 billion in taxpayer funding from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, CPB, which provides some funding for both NPR and PBS as part of a rescissions bill that could pass by a simple majority. CPB previously sued Trump on April 29th for trying to fire 3 of its board members. The CPB board shall cease direct funding to NPR and PBS, consistent with my administration's policy to ensure that federal funding does not support biased and partisan news coverage, Trump stated in his order days after the attempted ouster.